Okay, now we've got the system with power applied. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to demonstrate the movement of the gimbal. So the throttle control, which I said before, will control the position of the camera gimbal, and I'm going to currently position it at perpendicular to the ground. There is a slight tremble on it at the moment, but I can fix that later on with signal processing. I'm now going to tilt the platform using the right hand control. Now this is simulating a tilt signal from the gyro on the platform itself, and what I'm actually doing is I'm using that tilt signal to feed the PWM mixer and also to drive the servo to represent the platform actually movement. So I'm doing that in parallel, and as we now move the platform up to 45 degrees, the pointer stays pointing to the ground and up to the other end as well. Okay, and the response time is pretty fast. So if I move this quite fast, the servo responses are pretty reasonably fast. What we'll do is we'll just add another, position the gimbal to 45 degrees, and again notice that the camera remains in that particular position. Maximum point at this point, the way these servos are configured, is a 45 degree angle, and that is the limit. We can alter the actual angle in software later, or the limit, so that we can actually demonstrate any particular set point at that point there. So with that at the perpendicular, we can cover quite a range of swing of the platform. There is a slight problem with, I've got an error at this particular point. If I move this too far, point that swings round. What I've got to do is I've got in software there's a wraparound, and I'll demonstrate that on the spectrum, on the storage scope in a minute. That can be fixed with just a limit control in the software to prevent the value from exceeding the threshold value, the maximum angle of tilt. And there we have it. Hopefully that will do what you need to do. Set point, any particular set point there, and there we have it. And as that just reaches that point where we cross over, we have to maintain a threshold value there, which we can fix. But the good workable range at the moment gives us a full, oops, just set that there. Shows you the two limits. So that currently will give us 45 degrees. Once I fix the software problem, I'll be able to point the camera back a full 45 degrees, and again do a similar thing. I've got it working for that 45 degree sector, and I've just got to prevent the wraparound when it enters into the opposite sector. So functionally that can work in the left hand quadrant and also work in the right hand quadrant. Point that vertically down. There we go. Power off.